Hello everybody and welcome back to Chaos on Deponia. Last time we explored the town, and this time we're gonna go and get the new cartridges for Goal and see what happens once we wake her up. So let's get started. Before we go to the junk shop, let's take a look around here since we didn't get to the first time we were here.
I don't want that. That's really small bait. Nothing like my epic whale bait made from phosphorescent anchovies. What was it I didn't want to do again with jars full of hooks? Oh yeah! Stick my hand in. Ow!
And yet you did it anyway. Good job! Okay, really, you'd think that bird would have learned by now not to pull up that shoe.
Yoo-hoo!
Scram! You're scaring the fish!
But...
Shoot!
The idea was already lame before the tranquilizers came into play.
The tranquilizers the bait is small and the tranquilizers are small, so maybe we can mix them together? Let's try that.
He wants his peace and quiet. He can have it.
Huh. I'm not sure what good that'll do, but we'll find out, I guess. Alright, let's go to the junk shop.
Welcome to Gilligan's Gadget Garden. You are being served by Shopomat 2000. How may I help you?
Yeah, Doc sent me to get a set of cartridges.
Of course, we currently offer two different brands. The first is Platinum Proof Professional. They are somewhat more expensive but of better quality. There is a cheaper kind as well. Cowboy Dodo's Jolly All-Purpose Cartridges. Their quality may not be top of the line, but they come with a free colorful lollipop.
A lollipop?
So which brand do you prefer?
Quality is of the essence. We definitely need the platinum proof ones. And of course he gets the other ones anyway.
Of course. Remember, Goal's mind is at stake here.
All right. Here goes nothing.
You are certainly not the sharpest tool in the shed, Rufus.
Hmm? Oh, Ooh. Did it work?
I'm not sure. Something's not right.
Rufus? I might have known. Why does the same question pop up in my mind every time I set eyes on you?
Who's that good-looking guy in the snappy overcoat?
Where am I?
Because the aura of my magnetism is befuddling your sense of orientation.
Seriously, where did you drag me off to this time? And what is that awful smell?
This is the floating black market. You're safe here.
Safe? Rufus, I was on my way to Elysium.
Well, yes, you were, but with the wrong guy.
Cletus wanted to help me.
And you trust that lying slime bag?
Guess who I am more likely to trust? My fiancé or his cheap imitation?
Hey, what's up with you?
What's up? I wake up only to find myself in some stinking torture chamber. That's what's up with me. I'm already itching all over just because I'm forced to breathe this foul, polluted air. I'm about to be sick. I need to get out of here.
Not that she isn't justified in being mad, but she did seem a bit more aggressive than usual.
Seems to be pretty mad.
Not really. I just have a certain effect on explosive women.
What? lighting the fuse.
Yeah, very funny. But she actually did seem a little volatile. Are you sure you didn't mess her up somehow?
I think I might be able to explain this. Some information wasn't written to the cartridge, almost as if we had used the cheap ones.
Not as cheap as your excuses.
Her mind appears to have been split 3 ways.
So, the woman who just stomped out of the lab is only a part of Goal?
And not the most agreeable part, I hope.
Come on, Doc. I thought you were an expert.
It is nothing that I can't fix. But for that, I need all 3 cartridges, including the one that is currently inserted in her implant. Also, I cannot operate without the consent of the patient. Therefore, all 3 parts of Goal must cooperate before I can go ahead with the surgery.
Oh yeah, judging from her mood, she'll be positively enthusiastic about you flipping open her skull again.
Agreed. Maybe you had better start with a different part of her character.
Huh?
Take the 2 cartridges that are still in the output hopper. And this thing.
What is it? A remote control?
Not quite. See that compartment in the back? Just insert one of the other cartridges and press the button when you're close to Goal.
That's what I said, a remote.
It's more complicated than that. Data's written to a buffer and...
And I can zap back and forth between 2 characters.
No. Yes. Something like that, but
Just like a remote.
just like a remote.
Cool. I wish I'd had one of these for Tony.
Hurry up, Rufus. The longer the fragments of her character get used to their independence, the more difficult it will become to talk them into having that surgery done. Go find Goal and persuade her. All 3 parts of her. I will prepare everything else here in the meantime.
All right, here we go.
All right. Oh, there's a switch there I didn't see before. Let's try that out. Does not appear to do anything. Ah, it turns the freezer on and off. Okay. Don't think that's useful right at the moment, but I will talk to Doc and then go find Goal.
Again.
Ah, Rufus, how are you getting on?
We really have to put Goal back together again.
I'm working on it. Simply persuade her to undergo the surgery. That is, all 3 versions of her. Use the remote to switch between cartridges. Once you have convinced all 3, send them to my lab. I'll see to the rest.
What went wrong?
Looks like Gilligan actually palmed off the wrong cartridges on you.
Oh, what a scoundrel!
Goal's mind is now distributed over 3 cartridges. Each cartridge contains different aspects of her character.
Well, it's no big deal. If you know one side of her, you know them all.
Not really.
So, which one is the real Goal?
Every one of them. And none of them.
Haha, I see. Just like breeding mimicry wombats.
What? No. Each of the 3 goals represents one side of the real goal, but the whole is more than the sum of its parts.
Yeah, just like the wombats. Those critters breed like crazy if you don't watch out.
What? No. Never mind. Let's just say we need all 3 goals to cooperate. I cannot put them back together without their consent.
Hey, you don't have to tell me. I almost lost a finger once that way. These horrid little beasts.
What's up with them and wombats this time?
Nice office.
Gee, thanks, Rufus.
Now, I would have furnished it a bit differently, but it's still not bad.
Yes, I know. The shielding of the generator resonates rather awkwardly with the induction field of the magnetic solenoid coil in the main capacitor. But what would you do if you had oscillation frequencies of 6 gigahertz and more with a constant 30 teslas?
Oh, yeah, let me see. I would move the generator a little more to the left.
But with this kind of field intensity, wouldn't that be too dangerous? I would hate to accidentally create a neutron star in my office.
Yeah, well...
You know what we're talking about, don't you?
Of course I know, and I still say more to the left.
If you think so, have you noticed anything else?
Can I borrow some tools from you?
Go ahead, help yourself. All I need to do now is make a few fine adjustments. For that, I just need a hammer and some chewing gum.
Yeah, sounds good. What's that funny apparatus in the lock next door?
Don't you mess with that, kid. It is part of an experiment designed to revive dead brain tissue by means of well-aimed electrical impulses. But there are a few obnoxious side effects that so far I haven't been able to remedy.
What kind of side effects?
The electrical field is so strong that space will fold around the generator, and the resulting creases are really hard to iron out.
What's the freezer for?
That's where I keep the spare brains for my operations. And my lunchbox, of course, but right now it's empty.
Plenty of ice, no brains, and nothing to eat? Sounds like a fashion show to me. My office was cooler and bigger.
Really? The one in your ex-girlfriend's house?
Yep, not only bigger, there were also more blinky things. And it also had more of those things next to the door.
Light switches?
Precisely. Did you repair the gondolier's airbag?
Yep, all taken care of. And the next replacement is already waiting on the pier in front of the shop. But I still have no idea how that could happen.
I bet there's a criminal genius behind this.
Looks more like random vandalism to me. But who am I to complain? If it weren't for random vandalism, I guess I could close my shop for good.
Yeah, long live the random vandals!
You know what that means? It means I can kick his airbag every time I see him. Oh yeah.
I'll be off then.
Quite.
It's okay.
You just said I could take any tool I wanted. Fine. Let's go find gold. If I were a pissed off person who just woke up somewhere they didn't want to be, where would I go? Probably the bar. Which means Little Venice, I believe? Yeah. Or not. It's the marketplace? I mean, I can get there that way, but... maybe this part is considered part of the harbor. I don't know. Let's just kick his bumper before we go in.
Ancora? Oh, stupido! Stupido ganzo cretino!
Oh yeah.
Alright, let's go into the tavern. I kind of want the rest of the music. What one do I already have? I have Junk Avalanche Tarantella. Alright. Oh, that guy's there too.
Excuse me?
What do you want?
I think an apology would be in order.
What for?
Like, for attacking me in the street?
Listen up, kiddo. I'm a member of unorganized crime.
And how does that give you the right to assault innocent passers-by in broad daylight?
That's the way we roll.
Cool. So, unorganized crime. What is it exactly?
We're just like a criminal organization without the organized bits.
So basically it's just a bunch of criminals that run around and do whatever the hell they want.
Could I join you, maybe? I'm incredibly unorganized.
Don't be ridiculous. What could you possibly have to offer?
I'm a gifted tinkerer.
Really? So what do you tinker?
Power inverters, escape machines, a life of order and contentment.
That's kid stuff. You're simply not reckless enough for an unorganized criminal.
I'm very resilient. I can fall from a tower 2 miles high into a pile of syringes without taking any damage.
Remarkable. And can you juggle balls on your nose?
Oh, really? I'm a daring adventurer, not a circus ocelot.
That's kid stuff. You're simply not reckless enough for an unorganized criminal.
Falling 2 miles into a pile of syringes is kid stuff. Okay.
I am so incredibly cool.
Just how cool?
I'm so, like, laid back that the back of my head, like, is almost touching the ground. Yeah.
That's kid stuff. You're simply not reckless enough for an unorganized criminal.
And I'm a good listener.
You are? That sounds interesting.
They call me the Ear.
You know, there's this story that I've always wanted to...
Eagle Ear, master of sound waves.
But my story...
Listening his opponents into the dust.
Forget it.
What? Did he say something? I certainly am reckless enough.
I know you're not.
Well, how can I prove to you that I'm reckless enough?
You'd have to do something truly reckless, like shave Donna's cat, for instance.
If that's all.
That wasn't a serious suggestion. Nobody in his right mind would ever do something that reckless.
Hey, I'm not nobody in his right... Don't try to stop me. I'll soon be part of your organization. You'll see.
Beat it.
So, what does the Organon think of your organization?
This is the floating black market, kiddo. We don't care what the Organon thinks.
So, what about that Organon official right behind you?
What? Very funny.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Say, where's your pal?
Wink? He's got in our secret hideout, even though he's not really qualified. Blind as a bat in his right eye. And the right eye is the important one, after all.
Huh? Who says that?
My mama. Why?
Do you also like to play rock, paper, scissors?
Sure. Unfortunately, I left my tournament fingers in the hideout today.
I'll get back to you.
Whatever.
Okay, so that submarine thing is their hideout. Good to know. I think I'll actually call it there for today. Next time we'll go and talk to Goal and see if we can get her on our side to go and redo the implant surgery. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like or fave. If you really enjoyed it, go ahead and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Bye!